Hey guys, it's White X Boy here, Brian, if you don't know my real name, yeah, there you go, I said it. Yeah, I'm here because I topped in the Stand Up Challenge Cup 2013. Here's my paper I got and signed, and the little weird button you get. And I'm going to do a deck profile for you. So the one I used is Kagero. I did Dragonic Overlord the End build, but it is definitely different than the other ones that I've been seeing or playing against. But always you start out with Conroe. Right now I'm just going to go through like what I have for the deck profile, and then I'll give you the walkthrough right after it. So yeah, just we'll hold on for that, and I'll start going through. So Conroe's your starter. He's like the main guy. He's pretty much the guy that you start out with in almost any Kagero build, except for maybe, I don't know, I forget the other one. Not Blazing, Amber Dragons, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Amber Dragons have their own starter and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, he's the main guy that you want to start out with. Then my grade 3s are 3 Dragonic Overlords. I used to have an SP, so I used to have 4 different kinds. The common, the starter deck shiny one, triple rare, and then the SP, but now I only have these. So, I don't know, kind of kicking myself that I got rid of it. And then we got 4 Dragonic Overlord the Ends. 8 grade 3s are fine in this deck. I'll go over more later on and tell you their effects. I run 3 Burning Horn Dragons. They're the 12k if you have a Vanguard with Overlord in its name. And then here's when my builds always get different. I run 4 of the AK Interceptor. I'll explain why later. And then I have 2 of the Basket Dragon. Explain that too. And then 1 of Tejas, the back row hitter, and 1 10k, just to maybe ride during when you ride the grade 2. Grade 1, run 4 Bar. It's the AK Vanilla. He's awesome. You really hit for big numbers with when you do the cross ride. So yeah. And run 3 Kimnara. I would run 4. I would consider taking out a Iron Tail to run 4. Next card I run 3 Iron Tail. I don't really use his effect. I mostly use the counterblast for him or Dragonic Overlord, the End, or Baskirk. Yeah, I'll explain. And then 1 Flame of Promise Ammo. Amazing on your rear guards. And then 3 perfect cards. And trigger lineup is 4 Tar, 2 Blu-ray, and 1 Dragonic Dragon Mage. Yeah, him. So it's a total of 7 crit. And then I run 5 heal for 5 draw. 2 to counterblast to get rid of some people's annoying grade 0s. and then the 4 heal, of course. Okay, so fun things you can do in this deck. Use Kimnara, get rid of annoying grade 1s. You counterblast 1, you put this to soul, and you retire one of their grade 1s. It's only a grade 1, not a grade 1 or less. I want to make that clear. Iron Tail, you still hit numbers with Iron Tail, which is awesome. If you get the cross ride off, he's a 13 constant, and if you put him behind, he's still hitting for a solid 20k. So it's still good. And if you put him actually behind Burning Horn, the guy that turns into the 12k, you get 19, which is a super awkward number for cross rides. Airmo, you want to use him mainly on rearguard. He's really good on rearguard. You don't want to stick him behind the Vanguard just in case you run out of Soul Blasts. What he does, you Soul Blast 1. The boosted unit, which means you're giving the card that you're giving the boost to 6k for only that battle, though, not for the rest of the turn. So if you're running stands, don't even think about doing that. Bar, of course, the AK, yeah. He's the conditional 12k Kagero has. For defense, these guys are awesome, okay? They can poke at toms, they can poke at other things, then they turn into 10k shields, which are awesome. I completely dislike having Kagero as a rush deck. Kagero is not a rush deck. It's never meant to be a rush deck. It is, however, like to overpower your opponent, but not rush. So I like running them. Sorry for my little rant right there. One back row hitter. If you don't use them, then you don't use them. It's fine. You can use them as a shield. If you do use them, then yeah, you used them, and maybe they'll let it go, maybe they won't. Otherwise, you still have a 5k shield laying on your board. 10k vanilla, I explained him. Basskirk Dragon, I run 2 to get rid of Toms, Blaster Blade, Blaster Dark, anything really grade 2 or less. Just a quick cleanup of their rear guards. Draconic Overlord, people will probably know this one, but he has the Lord effect basically, that he loses 12,000 if there's a non-Kagero or whatever. And then before running Draconic Overlord the end, before running this deck, I would always run him as a rearguard. I love him as a rearguard because as a Vanguard, whenever you do his effect is you counterblast 3, and until end of turn he gets plus 5,000, and he gets auto on Vanguard or rearguard. When this unit's attack hits an opponent's rearguard, you can stand it, and he loses Twin Drive. So, by using him on the rearguard, you don't lose Twin Drive because you never even had Twin Drive on rearguard, which is awesome. Which I always splashed him in all my decks. I used to run Blazing Flare. Yeah. That was fun. And it's probably still fun with the little bit of support that they got. But yeah, he's really good on rearguard. I don't really like riding him as Vanguard, but if I get him, then I'm definitely doing it to bring out this guy. Draconic Overlord the End. Everyone knows who this is by now. If you have Draconic Overlord in the Soul, then he is a constant 13k. And then his effect is counterblast 2 and choose the name, choose this card from your hand, and ditch him to the graveyard or discard pile or whatever. And you can stand this unit. It's basically like him, but he keeps the Twin Drive. So what you want to do is, and this is also a really big tell, if you're versing Dragonic Overlord, you'll see them want to attack your lowest rearguard to kind of get some kind of triggers and add them to their rearguards, and then ditch a copy and stand them again, and then do shenanigans. That is how you kind of tell that this is coming. So you need to block that attack if you're versing this deck. That's a really big tell. So I think that's basically it for Kagero and all the fun stuff with this deck. Once again, just want to show you what I got. And my next upload will be my deck profile for my Grand Blue winning deck. Yeah, I went to 3 different stand-up cup challenge, and first one was at my actual locals. I ran Dragonic Overlord. It wasn't finished, and I went 2-2 because I got grade locked sometimes. You get grade locked so much sometimes in the cross-ride decks. Please watch out for superior ride stuff if you're running any of these kind of decks. But that's just a heads up. And yeah, my next deck profile will be the Grand Blue that I topped with at the West Virginia Stand-Up Cup Challenge. But I won in Pittsburgh with this. So yay, go Pens. Yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment, because I got a lot of cool stuff from these stand-up cup challenges, and I feel like giving stuff away. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and more to come. And if you like these walkthroughs, please comment down below and ask what other decks I should do. Alright, thank you guys.